Welcome to The Explainer. Look, today we are moving way past those basic everyday tools everyone already knows about. I mean, let's forget the standard chatbots for a minute, right? We're going to explore 7 high-utility AI websites that are so incredibly advanced, they honestly feel like literal cheat codes for your digital life. If you want to scale your output, save hundreds of hours, and just drastically level up your productivity, well, you're in exactly the right place.
Seriously, I gotta ask you, have you ever stumbled across an AI tool that genuinely felt, I don't know, almost illegal to know? Because that is exactly the tier of tech we're unpacking right now. We're looking at platforms that don't just help with your work. We're talking about automating entire jobs, cloning reality with terrifying accuracy, and scraping the whole internet in literally seconds. These are the heavy hitters you need to start using right now to stay ahead of the curve.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. First, automating business and sales. Second, mastering media and video. And finally, upgrading search and code. Let's jump right into Section 1, automating business and sales. Think about all those hours wasted every single week on manual data research, formatting those endless spreadsheets. Ugh. Well, if you do any kind of sales, outreach, or hiring, our first tool, Clay.com, is basically the ultimate cheat code to just eliminate all that friction. It's essentially a B2B data goldmine, and it operates entirely on autopilot. So instead of spending hours hunting down contact info and manually cross-referencing company details, you literally just tell Clay what you're looking for. Just imagine typing this exact prompt. Find me every tech startup founder in Miami with over 50 employees. And that's it. That's the whole initial input. I mean, think about it. In the past, pulling this off would mean hiring a researcher, combing through business directories, and manually verifying every single piece of data one by one. But Clay just handles it seamlessly. Step 1, you input that basic prompt. Step 2, the AI instantly uses multiple models to scrape places like LinkedIn and GitHub, pulling verified personal emails and company revenue. And then Step 3, it actually drafts a personalized outreach message for each person, popping it all neatly into a spreadsheet. The before and after here is just mind-blowing. What used to take a team of data researchers weeks of tedious, mind-numbing labor now happens on autopilot in about 30 seconds. Okay, shifting gears to a universal pain point I know we have all experienced, wasting hours building and formatting PowerPoint slides. Enter our second tool, Gamma.app, or as I like to call it, the Presentation Destroyer. Gamma is your instant solution to the absolute headache of slide design, layout formatting, and structuring your content. And just like before, it all starts with one super simple input, something like a pitch deck for a futuristic, sustainable coffee brand. Just think about how little effort that is. You don't need an outline, you don't need a folder full of assets, you just type one single sentence describing your vision. The real magic here, though, is the sheer speed of execution. You type that one sentence, and boom, the AI instantly generates the entire layout. It writes the text, creates the images, builds the charts. You get this beautiful 10-page pitch deck ready to go in under a minute. The final product looks like a pro designer spent a week sweating over it, but you just built it while sipping your morning coffee.
Moving on to Section 2, mastering media and video.
So the landscape of content creation has shifted so dramatically lately. A single creator, if they've got the right AI tools, can now build an entire media empire right from their desk. And it starts with tool number 3, 11labs.io. This gives you an AI voice clone. We're talking a perfectly accurate digital replica of your exact tone, your inflections, your emotion, all generated from just a 1-minute audio sample. Honestly, it's almost scary how realistic this is. You can type up any script, and it reads it back as you. Creators are out there using this to voice entire perfectly narrated videos without ever even picking up a microphone. Now, tool number 4 takes this a massive step further into visuals. Meet RunwayML.com, specifically their Gen 3 Alpha model. Guys, we have officially reached a point where you can generate cinematic, 4K, photorealistic Hollywood effects straight from a web browser. No camera crew, no expensive editing bay, you literally just need your imagination. For example, you just type cinematic drone shot of a futuristic cyberpunk city. That's it. By simply typing what you want to see, Runway just renders it. It creates a completely unique, high-definition video clip right out of thin air. Filmmaking and visual storytelling are literally changing forever, right before our eyes. Hey, what if you already have your footage and you just absolutely hate the tedious, frustrating grind of editing raw talking head videos? Well, that brings us to tool number 5, Veed.io, the one-click video editor. If you're trying to make high-quality content but the editing process is holding you back, Veed is an absolute lifesaver.
Just think about how much manual grunt work this eliminates. Veed automatically analyzes your raw video and just cuts out all those awkward silences and the ums and ahs. Then, with literally one click, it adds those trendy, animated captions you see all over social media. It can even auto-generate B-roll images that perfectly match whatever you're talking about. It quite literally takes a painful 2-hour editing session and turns it into a breezy 5-minute task. It's incredible.
All right, let's hit our final category. Section 3, upgrading search and code.
The foundational actions of how we search the web are being totally replaced by tool number 6, Perplexity.ai. And this brilliantly illustrates the shift we're seeing. We're moving away from that old, frustrating way, vague Google searches filled with SEO spam and sponsored ads, where you have to click 10 different links just to find a simple fact. No more. Now, you ask Perplexity a complex question, and it browses the real-time internet to give you a direct, cited, and perfectly structured answer. It is exactly like having a genius-level research assistant right in your pocket.
Now let's move to our 7th and final tool and see how this all spills over into the world of software development. Say hello to Find.com, the programmer's secret weapon. Find is an AI search engine built specifically for developers and coders, so whether you are trying to debug some frustrating error or you want to build an entire app completely from scratch, this is your new go-to platform.
Look, if you paste broken code into Find, it doesn't just give you a vague error message. It rewrites the broken code instantly. It thoroughly explains the underlying logic so you actually learn what went wrong, and it links directly to the official documentation. The result? You can literally build perfect functioning software without even being an expert coder yourself. It's wild. Which brings us to Section 4, the future of productivity.
We have covered a lot of ground today, right? So here is your ultimate cheat sheet. Actually, I highly recommend you just save or screenshot this summary matrix right now. From Clay and Gamma completely revolutionizing business workflows and presentations, to 11 Labs, Runway ML, and Veed, allowing just one person to generate and edit top-tier media instantly, all the way to Perplexity and Find, upgrading how we search and code. Leveraging these tools is absolutely the key to saving countless hours and massively scaling your output.
So I want to leave you with a final thought to really reflect on. Out of all these, which of these 7 tools disrupts your personal workflow the most? Like which one solves that nagging, time-consuming problem you have to deal with every single day? I highly encourage you to go try these out for yourself and just experience the magic firsthand. Think about it and make sure to stick around for more deep dives into the secrets of digital productivity. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.